With baby boomers retiring in the record numbers, promotions are speeding up. However, there is a significant leadership skill gap that left behind. Today, we are going to review the book which is called The Lens of Leaderships, written by Cory Bouck, a US Naval Academy graduate, leadership instructors. He emphasized and addressed these leadership challenges by using 3 principles: learn how to serve, build, and inspire. In the first part of the book, he emphasized on how to serve better through followerships and leaderships. The second part is learn how to build yourself and your team. The third part of the book is learn how to inspire and motivate your team members working towards the same shared goal. Whether you are a seasoned leader or you are just newly land on the leadership positions, this book can help you to boost your careers and make meaningful impact to the people around you. Without further ado, let us start to review the first chapters of the book. The first part of the book is we have to learn how to serve. We have to learn how to serve through followerships and leaderships. As a follower, we have to be intensely loyal to our leader's value. However, we must bear in mind, loyalty should never ever come before ethics and also integrities. We should never follow blindly. If you think the leader is doing something is not right, you should request for a change or you change the leaders. Secondly, we have to live with integrities. Integrity is doing the right things even though nobody is watching. We must use the TNR approach. What it means by TNR approach? First is we must teach, and second, we must model. We must be a role models for others to follow. And third is reinforce. What do you mean by reinforce? We celebrate the heroes and we separate the violators. Third, making it happen, we have to adopt the so-called can-do mindset, become a low-needs followers, and deliver relentlessly on expectations. Fourth, acting with professionalism, be pipe, be productive, be influence, be polite, and be experts in your workplace. After we have talked about serve through followerships, now it's time to talk about serve through leaderships. First key point is we have to create a leadership's laboratories, allow your teammates to practice themselves in low-risk situations so that they can prepare for their leadership's role in a high-stake situations later on. The second point is you have to use your power and influence wisely. We will talk more about these portions in the inspiring chapters later on. Third, build more professional network. It helps to address your organization issues and eliminate the people bottlenecks in your team. Fourth point, adopt serve through leaderships into your daily behaviors. What are the examples? Be candles, practice your listening skills, having clear expectations, epitomize your own values, and practice self-deprecations. Fifth, be congruent. Learn how to establish meaningful connections with your team members and also give them recognitions if necessary. Number 6, empowerment. Give them authority to work on their own. Please remember these equations. Responsibility plus authorities is equal to ownerships. If the expectation is not met, coach them, not micromanaging them. Key point number 7, build your leadership brand. How to build it? Use the 4 P methods that you have learned from your business school. The first P is product. The product itself is you yourself. You have to know what is your job scope. Are you contributing to the company? Are you heading the North Stars of your organizations? Are you on the right track? You have to ask yourself and evaluate yourself. The second P is price. Is what you are doing right now compatible with the salary, the package, the pay that you have received from the company? Are you overdoing it or you are underperforming? Try to evaluate yourself from the aspect of price as well. And the third P is place. Place, which means are you at the right team? Are you at the right positions that can fully unleash your full potentials and maximize your strength? You have to know. And the third P is promotions. Do you have a good career reputation due to the work that you have done? This is the 4P methods on how to build your leadership brandings across the company itself and also across the industry. After we have finished the first chapters, learn how to serve through followerships and leaderships, now it's time for us to jump into the second chapter, which is learn how to build. When we talk about build, we also have to learn to build yourself and build the others. We will start with build yourself. There are a few key points. The first key point is being great is not good enough. We have to be superlative. Follow the 70, 20, and 10% models as written and stated by the book. 10% of your learning comes from formal program. 20% come from the network and other developmental relationships that you have built across the company. And 70% comes from your experience by doing it. And the second key point, be agile. Adapt to change is essentials and imperative because the world is keep on changing. We have the different generations coming in. We have the different cultures living around us. Number 3, find your own voice. What makes your heart sing in the workplace? Number 4, be a lifelong learner. Number 5, nurturing your network. Get yourself a mentor. And remember, find one and be one. Number 6, use the 6 sources tool to motivate others. This is a table that I'm talking about. If you are interested to know more about these methods, you can actually go through the book in details. And of course, I have also put in some of the definitions of the statement in each of the small box to let you understand better. Number 7, think like your boss. Get into the right room with the right people to know how they behave and how they think. Now we have learned how to develop ourselves, and it's time for us to learn how to develop the others. There is an ultimate development toolbox for us to develop the others. The first one is find their voice like how you find yours. The second point is get the skill they need. Third, connect their skills to the business results to see how meaningful or how huge is the impact of their work towards our organizations. Number 4, use the business results to build more people by following the 70, 20, and 10% model. Number 5, again, use the 6 sources of motivations tool to motivate the others. Having performance conversations or crucial conversations with the rest should have done in a regular manner. You should tell them what they should start doing, stop doing, and continue doing. Besides that, confront their missed expectations at the very first time. Don't wait until it becomes a pattern and it will damage your relationships in the workplace. Now we have done for the second chapters, the build part. It's time for us to jump into the final chapter, which is inspire. You know, sometimes leading our people is like leading a hybrid car. You must find those teammates that are able to recharge themselves, recharge their own motivations batteries. Just like the hybrid car, when they are run out of electricity, they are able to recharge themselves through the gasolines. And in these chapters, we are going to start with power and influence. Do you know that actually powers and influence that can be categorized into different types? And now we are going to go through them one by one. We will start with power. Power, they have 2 types. One is positional power and the second type is personal power. For positional power, we also have further breakdown into 3 subcategories. We have reward power, we have legitimate power, and we have cohesive power. The first power is reward power. Reward power means the ability of someone to grant the resources and incentives that are desirable by the recipients. That's called reward powers. And the second power is legitimate power, the ability to assign work, make final decisions, and conduct other official business by virtue of the authorities vested in someone's by their rank, by their power, or their title. And the third type of power, which is coercive power, someone's ability to apply punishments or others' negative sections on the recipients. Right? Now we have done with the positional power. We are going to talk about personal power. Personal power, we have three types. The first, reference power. It means your relationship power, which means also your networking. The better your relationship with more people, the higher the reference power that you have. The second type of personal power is informational power, which is someone's ability or perceived ability to be in the know. They can gain a lot of information that's related to technicals or personals due to the positions that they stand. And it can come from the person's politics and also their social network. The third personal power is expert power. This is simple. The power is derived from their knowledge and experience. Now we have done for power and we talk about influence. For influence, we will just briefly go through it, but it's interesting and nice for us to know. We have three types of influence. We have hard influence, we have rational influence, and we have also soft influence. For hard influence is try to use those legitimatizing tactics or pressure tactics to influence the people around you. And the rational influence is ingratiating yourself or someone's for the purpose to achieve a specific end. You can say that in simple form, buttering them up or flattering. Be a brown noser. The third influence is soft influence, which is using your personal appeal or inspirational appeal to influence those people around you, right? And of course, again, I have to mention this useful tool, which is the 6 sources of influence. Don't use the kick in the pants, the guitar model to lead your peoples, okay? The 6 sources of influence tool or motivations tool is pretty useful. Now we have done for the power and influence portions. It's time to talk about how to inspire and push your team members beyond what they think they can achieve in your workplace. There is a building block for high-performance teams. There are 8 elements inside the building blocks. The first element is a clear and compelling goals. Second is you have to have a winning cultures. And the third one is you have to have a open and candid communication among your teammates. Number 4, you need to have a high performance expectations. Set up the high bar for them to achieve. Number 5, you need to have a team orientations. There is no silo mindset allowed in a team. Number 6, you need to prepare adequate resources or equipment for them to achieve the high bar goal. Number 7, a well-defined role with clarity. Number 8, a clear line of leaderships. You have to know where is the boundaries. You need to know how to draw the line on the stand. Alright, these are the building blocks for us to how to achieve a high performance team. Now it's time for us to talk about the final portions of these chapters, which is courage. The book stated and also differentiates courage into a few types. The first type is professional courage. You have to put the organization's value at the front, followed by the interest from the others, and last but not least, your own interests. And the second type of courage is managerial courage. You have to know how to manage conflict, how to confront poor results and executions, how to stand alone, how to be compassionate, how to maintain high integrity and ethics and etc. And last but not least is moral courage. For moral courage, you have to do what is right. Business decisions are easy when you know what is your true values. That's all from the book with the 3 chapters. Learn how to serve, build, and inspire. If you are looking to elevate your leadership game and making meaningful impact to those people around you, this book, The Lens of Leadership, is definitely worth a read because it packed with the insightful and practical strategies to teach and guide you how to serve, build, and inspire better. The 3 main essentials those leaders that look to boost their career and grow their teammates. Until next time, keep leading with purpose, growing, and as always, Happy readings and see you next time. Thank you very much.